Is replacing just my brake pads okay?
What was that, Jackie?
Don't put your mom in it.
He said, "Don't put your mom in it." Yeah, I would agree with that actually. It's not appropriately acceptable, especially in the if you're going to do it in a professional brake job on a vehicle. The main reason, right, is because when your pads and rotors are wearing out, they wear out in the same pattern as whatever the brake pads and rotors tractions are. So let's say your rotor and your pad are being worn out. Okay, and we're going to replace just half of the components, just the brake pads. So we put in these brand new brake pads on these unconditioned rotors over here. Then it's going to start making like vibrations, noises, heat checks. It's going to start wearing out your brake pads in a little bit of abnormal wear. And so it is not a good idea to just pad slap your vehicle. On a bare minimum, you do want to make sure you get at least your rotors resurfaced. Now, the problem though is that rotors, especially vehicles that are like 2005 and newer, those rotors are made so thin that when you do machine them again, the material is so thin on that vehicle that the warpage and the heat from it actually tends to come in faster. You get warped rotors a little bit quicker. The brake pads are going to be way hotter and therefore create more noise. So it's always best practice to replace pads and rotors at the same time. Bare minimum, you have to machine them, but to put just brake pads on old rotors and not doing anything with those rotors, you will be in our shop for sure with a complaint saying my brakes are either vibrating or making noise. We've seen 6 or 7 of those this week so far?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we've had a bunch of brake complaints, and it's just because they recently had somebody pat slap their car, and it is because they didn't do anything with the rotors. It's not a professional situation. It is not a good practice. Best practice is always replace new pads, new rotors, and of course make sure to lubricate your brakes and your slide pins because that surprisingly is forgotten a lot.